Ahoy there, today on the Red Sea, what are some of your unethical life hacks? If you look like you know what you're doing, no one will bother you. To prove this in college, a friend and I walked into the student union holding a clipboard, walked straight over to a table, picked it up, and walked out with it without anyone saying anything. My friend works with me in the ed department at our college. We're student workers. One time he walked right into campus safety and took one of their monitors and walked out. No questions asked. Whenever I go to a big chain movie theater, I get my tickets from those electronic kiosks they have at the front, and I buy the child's price tickets. They're way cheaper. The guy ripping the tickets never gives a shite. I'm always prepared to say, oops, did I buy a kid's ticket by accident? Sorry, if I ever get caught, but I have done this at least a dozen times and have never been called on it. I always pick rock paper scissors against my sister or in front of my sister. I end up doing dishes more, ECT. But the odd time I really need something I pick scissors. She's always going on about how I'm so dumb for always picking rock, but I know what's up. If someone is battling you for the armrest on an airplane, cough into that arm then put it back. I fly a lot and have yet to see this fail. Make an appointment for the DMV for 2 weeks from today online, or whenever it's available. Save the confirmation page as PDF or HTML or JPG. Modify the date to today's date and the time to right now with Photoshop, or edit the HTML with a text editor, or whatever you're most comfortable with. Walk into the DMV past all the sorry people waiting hours directly to the appointment line. Get served in under 5 minutes. Done this multiple times. It works. Sometimes they say, oh, you're not in the computer. Weird. Does not matter, our system always screws up. Go ahead. Never tell vendors for your wedding that you're hiring them for a wedding. It's an event or reunion. Big price difference. Just had a coworker who got recently married and she said the exact same thing. People will jack up the prices for weddings knowing that couples are not thinking about cost. A drug dealer in DC taught me to pick my nose if the police are staring at me. No one picks their nose if they think someone is watching them. So it's the ultimate way of being nonchalant. Edit. Lots of people are asking how this benefits a person. I'll try to explain. Good people who are not doing anything wrong do not mind being around the police, so they have no response to law enforcement being near them. Most people actually feel safer. Bad guys do not feel safer when the police are around. That shite is danger. And when people feel in danger, they respond and react to things differently. And policemen are trained to pick up on these things. So, if you're a bad guy, you want the police to think that you do not mind them being there. If someone is digging in their nose, they appear to be unaware that they are being watched, which implies they do not see law enforcement's presence as danger. If you ever go to Egypt or similar countries, write down the name of a real budget hotel. If vendors ask you where do you stay, give them the cheap hotel name. If you're staying at the Hilton, their opening price during bargaining is much higher because they assume you have money. A plastic coffee stir stick can fool any push-in coin acceptor that loads the coins on edge. Just insert stir stick. Push the mechanism forward until you feel the stick hit a bump. Push the bump down with the stick and push the match all the way in. I did my laundry for free all throughout school, and great for free pool at the bar. The best liar convinces everyone he is a terrible liar.
The best liar has a reputation for /never/lying.
I have been doing this for years. If it's a small lie, like who farted or who put the empty milk carton in the fridge, I'll tell a terrible lie. I'll not be able to hold a straight face, contradict myself, basically suck at lying. Now everyone I know thinks I cannot tell a lie to save my life. So when I really need a big lie, I nail it every time. No one ever suspects me when I lie straight faced. I have a different thing. I never lie, so nobody could believe I lied. I do actually lie occasionally, but carefully and usually without malicious intent. If ever I need a lie to protect myself, it's looked over because I usually admit fault if it was my fault, and do not generally try to lie my way out of trouble. Using Clorox or any bleach will turn the red/pink liquid detection dot on electronic devices back to white, so they replace them under warranty. If you wanna download movies, music or software, just Google them and read the DMCA complaints on the bottom of the search results. All the copyrighted material is conveniently listed there and where you can get them. Good guy Google. I find it really funny they do not censor them. There are more links on that page than Google would give you. When you are calling a utility/customer service number and you need to speak to someone but receive an automated menu prompt, choose the Spanish option. Then press 0. Multiple benefits here. More often than not, they do not hire reps that only speak Spanish. They will most likely be bilingual and will handle overflow calls in English anyway. Second, Spanish speakers are less common in India, so the Spanish speaking call centers are usually located in the US, so when you get the rep, you will not have to deal with language barriers often encountered with the Indian reps. In addition, the wait is usually not as long. Source: I used to work at a title company, and this usually worked when calling large corporate banks. Same thing works if you choose the French option in Canada. Those calls usually get routed to Moncton, where 99% of the call center's workers are bilingual. Bring crutches to an airport. Bypass every line, including boarding, and you are chauffeured to your gate the second you pass through security. Found this out when I actually had a broken ankle with crutches. The airport staff were basically falling over themselves to usher me through lines. If selling something on Craigslist, make a few dummy accounts and post up pictures of what you're selling from different angles and locations, and make the price higher than usual. Then with your real account, put up what you're selling at a price lower than all the dummy accounts. People will see your low price and buy it, or if they're stupid, go for a higher price for some reason. When lying, always include something slightly embarrassing or something that makes you look bad as part of your story. It's not only going to disarm their skepticism. Admitting to something embarrassing gives an impression of humility, but even if they remain skeptical, they'll be left wondering why you would make something up that you'd rather keep secret if it were true.
No one questions diarrhea. Sorry I'm late. I sneezed and pooped myself a little, so I had to change.
Occasionally, when I go through a particular KFC drive-thru 5 minutes before closing, or 3-piece meal order magically turns into an 8-piece with a large side or two. I worked in a fast food restaurant. You will get more food from just about anywhere. That being said, that food will be old, cold, and likely not in the best shape. It's not like the place is making tons of fresh food 10 minutes before they close. As a broke college student, I do not mind a cold yet free chicken finger, but just keep that in mind. Not exactly unethical, but might help someone. I recently bought my car lease to own, and they quoted me 4.9%, which was about the going rate. I saw a local credit union running an ad for 2.25%, so I told them I could do it cheaper. They actually managed to find me 1.99% just to make the sale, and I was not a member of the credit union anyway. When buying college textbooks, if you want a paperback copy of your book, rather than just torrenting a PDF for one, look for the edition of the text you want online, but in the international version. I bought all my textbooks this semester in the international version, and only spent about $100 when the new hardback non-international versions would have cost me like $700. International versions are just printed somewhere that does not have big copyright laws, usually China, and sold by someone who is not the publisher. It was very satisfying buying my $250 Fluid Dynamics book for $20 online. At my summer theater, where everyone is brought in from various parts of the nation and live together for the season, the length of employment is roughly 68 days. Walmart's electronic return policy is 90 days. So, the carpenters would get a huge ass widescreen high def whatever, lovingly store every scrap of packaging in the receipt, and take it back as soon as the season was over. It was actually pretty freaking smart. When buying something on Craigslist, I use my spam email to lowball the seller by a lot. Then I use my regular email to give a reasonable offer that is still a good amount under the asking price. I almost always have my offer accepted. When having paint mixed a special color at Home Depot or Lowe's, leave it in a buggy and it will be put on a shelf and marked down significantly. Come back next day and enjoy your cheap, specially mixed paint.
Most stores alter the color before marking down. I know Lowe's does.
That's like the unethical life hacker hackback. Create a great game for the iOS, iPhone/iPad, but litter it with in-app purchases.
And market it to small children.
Make up a secret to share with someone they may open up and share far more valuable real secrets. From Talleyrand. The weirdest I have heard of is rich moms hiring handicapped people to go to Disney with them so they and their children can skip all the lines. If I was a cripple, I would totally do this for money. Steal toilet paper from bathrooms because college is going to be a poverty pit. Buy a Visa gift card for $10. Spend $10 on whatever you want. Then use the card for anything that does not do live authorization, airplanes, older parking meters, etc. Free drinks on planes for days. If you are reading this, you watched until the end of the video. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed it. Bam. On screen there should be some more videos similar to this. So either go do something else or watch more videos. That's about it. There is no more here. What are you waiting for, a secret message or something? This is not a secret, but subscribe for more videos like this.